Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com. It's Friday afternoon. It's about 20 after 5, so I guess it is evening. Welcome to Week in Review webcast, okay? So I want to go through the daily chart, hourly, down to the 5-minute. You know, what did we do this week? Where are we at? And what am I looking at heading into Sunday? We'll start with the daily chart. You've got, basically you spent this whole week, Monday through Thursday, we're pretty much spent fighting over the 50-day exponential moving average, and going back to last Friday, fighting over this 50% fib retracement, 2785, 2786, between the ultimate high, 3397, and the current low at 2174. If the bulls continue what they started today and last night, and one of the things we're going to talk about here is the fact that the bulls held in and created support where they had to. If they progress to the upside Sunday, Monday into next week, you have to look at a few of these areas up and around 2930. You've got the 100-day exponential, you've got the 61.8 fib retracement, you've got now the upper Bollinger Band. That will extend higher after the Sunday open. And you've got the 200-day exponential moving average. So you've got some longer term, intermediate term signposts, deciders of whether we're ultimately in a bear market or a bull market. If the bears are going to hold on, they've really got to hold this 2930 area. If you can't, then it opens up a move to 3,000. You could see them fighting over 3,000 for a while. And then if they just decide they just want to squeeze them and do what they do all the time, with every 10 handles to the upside, the bears lose their grip a little bit more and a little bit more. This battle was lost back here when we had the 9-day and the 20-day, the mid-band, coming together in that consolidation. Remember, it tried to be resistance for 6 going on 7 sessions. When they lost it, it really never looked back. So that was the first opportunity that got blown. The second one really was where you had this rejection candle, which then the bulls fought back from immediately, and then we consolidated. And you had this little lift up last night on the news of there's at least some type of plan in place regarding how they would reopen the economy in theory. Hourly chart, next week's weekly pivot is going to be 28, 21, 67. So a big hop from down at 26.93. And it's about 40 handles below where we're closing price. For the second week in a row, there's really been no involvement with the weekly pivot. There's been no real discernible test. Certainly there wasn't this week. 27.11 was the best they could do. It was never tested here. And the bears paid the price all week long. If the bulls can keep weekly pivot underneath them as support, then as we get later into next week, they get those directional days, Thursday, Friday, which has typically been how the E-mini likes to trade. Job one for the bears Sunday night into Monday is get below 28.21. It also happens to be the low of the day today, 28.21. Again, the weekly pivot, 28, 21, 67. So 21 is going to be a big deal next week. Big area to look at. If they can get below that, then they can convert it. So just real briefly on the 5-minute chart, I wasn't a big fan of today. We did okay. I highlighted this, set this chart out earlier today. The key battle was over that 5-minute mid-band, which was fairly straightforward in the morning. They got incredibly sloppy midday. And as it got into 34 to 36 in the last hour of the day, once they were able to hop that, they got pretty swiftly back up to the opening print at 50 quarter, pretty swiftly back up to volume weighted average price. I missed this, all of it. We got in the 48 area, and we rode that up basically into the close, which was fine. But, you know, this was not a fun tape to be a part of today. It was very choppy, it was very whippy, a lot of false support, a lot of false resistance, a great way to really get chewed up on a Friday throughout most of the day. This was a complete sausage grinder here. You saw it come in, which is a nice little short here, but then you had this, a lot of false resistance right here. And then it looked like it wanted to hold up, then it didn't. Had a chance here, and then it took off. So it got its pound of flesh out of most traders today, I would imagine. We ended up with a really nice green day, but it felt a whole hell of a lot like work. So as far as the 5-minute chart is concerned, you know, the other area you got to watch Sunday night into Monday. You got to watch the hourly mid-band. That's going to be key. And you got to watch where VWAP opens. The biggest area on the board, though, for me Sunday into Monday, especially if we gap down, is that 28.21. 28.21 right there. All right. Have a fantastic weekend. Or if you're watching this Saturday, Sunday, I hope your weekend is going well. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of each other. All the best to everybody. Trade them well. And I will talk to everybody Sunday night with an evening webcast. Take care. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.